Good morning to all the student. Welcome to Mona Lisa Science Academy. Today I discuss about the science that is chemistry. Chemistry, the branch of science which deals with the study of organic, inorganic, physical chemistry. Today I discuss about unit 1, that is basic concept of matter. What is matter? What is matter? Matter is anything which occupies some space and some volume. It has also some mass. Matter has three state of matter, that is solid state, liquid state and gaseous state. Gaseous state. What is solid state of matter? In solid state, matter has definite shape and definite volume. The molecules are held together by a strong force of attraction, and they are closely packed. As a result, what happens? Now when we applying pressure, there is no change in its volume. So in this state, matter has high density due to small volume. Examples: iron, copper, silver. These are solid state of the matters. Next, liquid state. Liquid state matter has definite volume but not definite shape or size. The molecules are not strongly held together but held together by a force of attraction. Second state ala liquid state of matter. In this state, matter has definite volume but not definite shape, and the molecules are not held together by strong force of attractions because there is some gaps between the molecules. What happens? On applying pressure, there is very small change in its volume. In this state, matter has density is smaller than solid state. Liquid state means the examples of liquid state matter, that is water, oil and NaCl solution. These are liquid state of the matters. Next, gaseous state. Gaseous state of the matters. In this state, what happens? The matter has neither definite shape nor definite volume because the molecules are not held together by a force of attraction, as they are very far away from each other. There is no force of attractions. So the volume of gas is so large compared to solid and liquid. Thus, it has low density due to large volume. Examples of gaseous state, that is oxygen, nitrogen, etc. So these are the different state of the matters. Next, we discuss what is gaseous state of matter, because solid and liquid state in your second year course only first year course is gaseous state. And gaseous, what is gaseous state of matters? The properties and characteristics of gaseous state of matter. What are the properties? Gaseous state of matter, the properties first allow expansibility. 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 That means the gases are expanded throughout uniformly when it placed in a container, because there is no force of attraction, so it can expand. The gases are expand uniformly. Second property is that is compressibility. Compressibility. This gas can be compressed by the application of pressure. That means gas molecules are very close together when pressure is applied. This is called compressibility natures. Third property is, this is the properties of gases. Third property is density. Gases have low density due to large mass, because density is equal to mass per volume. If volume is more, then density is small. Fourth property is, that is diffusion. Diffusion. Diffusion means the gas molecules are intermixed with each other uniformly throughout. This is the diffusion property. That is mixing, intermixing, because there is no gravitational force gas molecules have, so they can be diffused. Two or more gases intermix uniformly throughout. This is called diffusion properties. Next, fifth, pressure. Gas molecules are exerted pressure when they bombard or strike on the wall of the container. This is called pressure. Pressure is exerted when the gas molecules are collide or strike or bombard with the wall of the vessels. Next, sixth property is liquefaction. Liquefaction means gases can be liquefied at low temperature and high pressures. At this condition, what happens? Now the gas molecules are very close to each other, and at low temperature, what happens? They can be liquefied. So this is the nature or properties of the gases. These are 6 important properties of gases. Then different laws of gases. We discuss about different laws of gases. First, we discuss about laws. First, Boyle's laws. Boyle's law. The law was given by Robert Boyle. It gives the relation between volume and pressure. Volume and pressure of the gas. That means when volume pressure is increased, the volume is decreases. So the law states that at constant temperature, the volume of given mass of a gas is inversely proportional to pressure. Inversely proportional to pressure. That means if pressure is increased, then volume is decreased, If volume is increased, then pressure is decreased. They are vice versa to each others. So these are the inversely proportional. So mathematically it can be written as V proportional to 1 by P at constant T. V proportional to 1 by P, or V is equal to K by P, which implies PV is equal to K, where K is proportionality constant. Then this law may be defined as the product of pressure and volume of a gas is always constant. Pressure. Let us consider two gases having volume V1 and V2, pressure P1 and P2. Then according to this law, V1 proportional to 1 by P1 and V2 proportional to 1 by P2. That is P1 V1 is equal to K and P2 V2 is equal to K, which implies P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. This is the Boyle's generalization equation of Boyle's law. P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. What is the utility of this law? The law can be utilized or applied to calculate the volume of a gas at any pressure, if volume and pressure of other gas are known. So this is the application of Boyle's law. Now we discuss about a problem about Boyle's law. What is this problem? Three hundred ml of a gas, 300 ml of a gas at pressure 450 mm. What is the volume of a gas at 550 mm pressure? Temperature remain constant. First we read the problems thoroughly, then put out the given data. What is the data? The 300 ml, that is V1 is equal to 300 ml, P1 is equal to 450 mm. What is the volume? Volume means V2 is equal to question mark. What is the volumes? Then what happens? Then P2 is given, P2 is equal to 550 mm. Then we apply Boyle's law, that is P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, or V2 is equal to P1 V1 by P2. P1 V1 by P2, that is equal to P1 450 into V1 300 ml divided by P2 550 mm. Then what happens, which is equal to 9 into 300 divided by 11 is equal to, so that is 245.5 ml. 245.5 ml. That means we actually see the problems. What happens now, if volume is decreases, then pressure is increased. At the time volume is 300, pressure is 450, and volume is 245, pressure is 550. So volume decreases, pressure increases. This is validity of the Boyle's law. Next, I discuss about Charles' law. Discuss about Charles' law. Charles' law. What is this law? The law states that the law was given by Jacques Charles. The law was given by Jacques Charles. The law gives the relation between volume and temperature of a gas at constant pressure. The law states that at constant pressure, the volume of given mass of a gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature. That is V proportional to T. V proportional to T, or V is equal to KT, or V by T is equal to K, where K is proportionality constant. K is a constant. Let us consider two gases having volume V1 and V2, temperature T1 and T2 respectively. Then according to Charles' law, what happens? Now V1 proportional to T1 and V2 proportional to T2, or V1 by T1 is equal to K and V2 by T2 is equal to K, or which implies V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2. This is the formula of Charles' law. What is its utility? Utility of this law. What is utility? What is utility? Utility, that is, this law helps to calculate volume of a gas at any temperature if volume and temperature of other gas are known. So this law is verified giving a problems. What is the problem 2? Problem number 2. 1.5 ml of a gas, 1.5 ml of a gas at temperature 27 degrees Celsius. What is the volume of a gas at 0 degree Celsius, keeping pressure constant, Then the given data of this problem, V1 is equal to 1.5 ml, T1 is equal to 27 degrees Celsius and V2 is equal to question mark, T2 is equal to 0 degree Celsius. First we convert degree Celsius to Kelvin. We know 0 degree Celsius is equal to 273 K. Then T1 is equal to 27 plus 273 is equal to 300 K. T2 is equal to 273 K. Then we applying Charles law. What happen? V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2, which implies V2 is equal to V1 T2 divided by T1. V1 T2 by T1. V1 T2 by T1 is equal to 1.5 into T2 273 divided by 300 is equal to 15 by 3000 into 273, that is 15 to 3000 to 200, which is equal to 273 by 200, that is equal to 1, then 1.3 ml. That is what happens. Now if temperature increases, volume increases, because they are directly proportional to. At volume 1.5 ml, temperature is 300 K. If volume decreases 1.3 ml, temperature also decreases, that is 273 K. So that is validity of Charles law. This is Boyle's law and Charles law. Thank you to all the student or pursuing of Mona Lisa Academy. So next class we discuss about other laws of gases. As it is the online class, so it is not a offline or manual class, it is online net class. So it is the problem of your, what is the problem? If you not understand about the topics and other things, it is next we clarify about the offline class. First we only know about the chemistry, what is the basic concept of chemistry. If any doubts arises, then it is clarified in the offline class. This is okay.